Sa puso ng Laguna matatagpuan ang isang bayang pinagpala ng kasaysayan, kalikasan at kultura. Isang lugar kung saan ang nakaraan ay buhay sa bawat kanto at ang kinabukasan ay patuloy na hinuhubog ng kanyang mga mamamayan. Tara na tuklasin ang Santa Cruz, ang sentro ng lalawigan, ang puso ng kasaysayan at ang tahanan ng bawat puso. History of Santa Cruz. During the last decade of 16th century, Santa Cruz, the premier town of Laguna, was well-populated barrio of the present municipality of Lumban, as well as other contemporary towns like Pagsanghan, Cabinti, Paite, and Pangil. In 1602, Santa Cruz is separated from Lumban and became a pueblo with its church and local government. Since its foundation in 1602, Santa Cruz has been ravaged by calamitous forces such as fire, typhoons, flood, and human vandalism during the Philippine Revolution of 1896 to 1899, the War of the Philippines Independence 1899 to 1902, the assault of the Tulisanes or bandits during the Spanish times, and the guerrilla January 26, 1945. The town survived all these disastrous calamities for its patiently resilient as the durable bamboos and as indestructible as the rock of all ages. Characterized by fertile flatlands situated along the coastal plains of Laguna de Bay, the economic base of the town had been traditionally anchored on two primary industries, agriculture and fishing, which still remain up to the present. In view of the strategic location of Santa Cruz relative to the other coastal settlements about the lake, trading activities have likewise rooted on the town during those early settlement days. The town proper, which has always been the focal point of activities, used to be accessible to the other lakeshore areas due to navigable Santa Cruz River aside from the Laguna Lake itself. Since those early days, water is the principal mode of transportation. Today, the municipality of Santa Cruz serves as the capital of Laguna and considered as the business and commercial center on the eastern part of the province.
Welcome to Santa Cruz, Laguna, a place not just rich in history but also in flavor. Here, you'll find quesong puti, a soft, creamy white cheese made from Carabao's milk, simple, fresh, and proudly local. Pair it with itlog na maalat or very own salted duck eggs, often served with tomatoes for a tangy salty bite that completes any Filipino meal. Craving for something sweet? Try the bibingkang itlog, a unique rice cake that's rich, chewy, and made with duck eggs for that extra drop of flavor. And don't miss minanok, a traditional delicacy wrapped in banana leaves and slow-cooked to perfection, savory, tender, and full of heritage. Taste the culture, savor the history, only in Santa Cruz, Laguna.
Santa Cruz Municipal Hall. The Municipal Town Hall was authorized by Resolution No. 82, Series of 1928, and completed on September 1928. The provincial capital of Laguna. The provincial capital was completed during the incumbency of Gov. Juan K. Kailes, the first Filipino governor of Laguna. William E. Parsons designed the provincial capital of Laguna. He planned and designed the Laguna capital with a mixture of Spanish, Oriental, and modern building styles. Escolape Building. It was the first parochial school, the precursor of today's Ateneo de Manila University. Just across the town plaza lies a humble marker depicting some of events in our historic past. Escuela Pia, which means small school, is where many of the old townsfolk claim to have learned the basics of literacy.
Pedro Guevara Memorial National High School, formerly Laguna High School, established by virtue of the law on March 7, 1902, of the insular government with Mr. Willie, an American, as its first principal. The cornerstone of the present high school was laid in January 1914, on what was formerly a cemetery. Its first building, which now houses the main building, was finally completed in 1924. Santa Cruz Central Elementary School. In 1901, the Santa Cruz Elementary School was established. It was then called Escolapia. In 1915, a building which used to be a factory was rehabilitated and was called the Fabrica. This is now the remodeled courthouse. The first principal of the school was Miss Florence Layton, an American, while the first Filipino school held was a native of Santa Cruz, Mr. Julio Sulit Sr.
Laguna State Polytechnic University, formerly Laguna College of Arts and Trade, was established in 1957 under Republic Act 1794, sponsored by the late Congressman Wenceslao Rantap Lagumbay. In 1992, the school was converted into a college by virtue of RA 7338, sponsored by the late Congressman Magdaleno M. Palacol of the 4th District of Laguna. As early as January 1999, the college was integrated to the Laguna State Polytechnic College under RA 8745, RA 7722, and RA 8292.
Next is the commerce of Santa Cruz, Laguna. Metro Central Mall, a shopping mall located along the National Road. Barangay Labuhi, Santa Cruz, Laguna. Metro Central will be the first mixed-use commercial and hospitality development in the municipality of Santa Cruz, Laguna. Sunstar Shopping Mall, located within Capitolville, a 14-hectare master plan residential development with complementary commercial and institutional elements, envisioned to be the new business and transport hub of Santa Cruz, Laguna. It is located along the National Road, Barangay Catid, Santa Cruz, Laguna.
Immaculate Conception Parish Church. Santa Cruz was formerly annexed or visita of Lumban and became an independent parish under the advocacy of the Immaculate Conception in 1602, with Father Gabriel de Castro as priest. Due to sanitary problems in the original location, the church was transferred in 1608 in its present location, and the present church built under the direction of Father Antonio de la Lavie. Father Miguel Versiva added the transept under his direction in 1672. The church was later renovated by building a nave, convent, and remodeling of the 5 altars by Father Juan Marzon in 1850. The church was destroyed by a fire in January 28, 1945 during the Liberation. It was reconstructed in 1948 under Father Mariano Limhuco. Cathedral of Our Lady of Maulawin, IFI. The miraculous image of Our Lady Feast is being celebrated every 3rd and 4th day of June. Lelong. The Lying Black Nazarene house at the Cathedral of Our Lady of Maulawin, IFI. Feast celebrated every 19th of August.
Nuestra Señora Maria Dolores, also known as Our Lady of Sorrow, is a revered Marian title that symbolizes the Virgin Mary's deep compassion and suffering during the Passion of Christ. Her feast day is solemnly celebrated every 25th of May, marked by prayers, procession, and acts of devotion from the faithful seeking comfort and strength through her intercession. The image of Mother of Mercy is located in Poblacion B, serving as a peaceful sanctuary for prayer and reflection. Devotees regularly visit to light candles and offer personal prayers, seeking her guidance, protection, and divine mercy in times of need. Laguna Medical Center, formerly known as Laguna Provincial Hospital, was built in 1924 and has since become one of the leading healthcare institutions in the province. With decades of service, it continues to provide quality medical care to residents of Laguna and nearby areas.
Philippine Red Cross is a voluntary, independent, and autonomous non-governmental society to the Philippines government in the humanitarian field, providing a wide range of service in order to alleviate human suffering. A rice mill processing facility, often called a rice mill, is a place where paddy rice is transported into the final form from consumption. This involves cleaning and removing the hull, sorting and packing the rice meal.
After exploring the pillars that shape Santa Cruz from governance and education to commerce, religion, health, and agriculture, it's time to experience the heart of the community. Let's move to the vibrant events that bring Santa Cruz to life. First, we have the Quezon Puti Festival.
Quezon Puti Festival. Every first week of May, this vibrant festival celebrates Santa Cruz's famous delicacy, quesong puti, also known as white cheese, made from Carabao's milk. Highlighting the town's dairy industry, the event features culinary contests, street dancing, cheese-making demos, and trade fairs that showcase local products and culture. Santa Marta Festival, February 21st, held in honor of Santa Marta, the patroness of hospitality. This religious celebration include a grand procession, novena masses, and community feasts. Devotees give thanks for blessing and protection, honoring Santa Marta's role in Christian tradition as a symbol of service and strength. Flores de Maria, throughout the month of May, culminating on May 31st. This traditional Catholic devotion to the Virgin Mary, where townspeople, especially young women, dresses as sagalas, join in evening processions. In Santa Cruz, this event brings family together in prayer, music, and floral offerings, showcasing deep Marian devotion.
Kapistahan ng mahal na Birheng Maria Maulawen. Second Saturday of September, this local priest honor the miraculous Virgin of Maulawen, a river image believed to have granted numerous favor to devotees. The celebration included a funeral parade, masses, traditional performance that reflect the community's deep faith and gratitude. Death anniversary of God Emilio Jacinto. April 16, Santa Cruz commemorate the life and heroism of God Emilio Jacinto, the brain of Katipunan, who died in the town of Magdalena. Reclaiming ceremonies and educational activities are held to honor his sacrifice and inspired patriotism among the youth. Liberation of Santa Cruz, February 4. This historical event marked the liberation of Santa Cruz from Japanese occupation during World War II in 1945. The municipality remembered the courage of Filipinos and American forces to parade, flag-raising ceremonies, and tribute to veterans.
After witnessing the lively events that showcase the spirit of Santa Cruz, let's now explore the places that capture its charms. From historical landmarks to relaxing nature spots, Santa Cruz offers a variety of tourist attractions that reflect its rich culture and natural beauty. Let's take a closer look.
One of the tourist attractions you can find in Santa Cruz, Laguna is Villa Valenzuela. It is one of the oldest structures in Santa Cruz that was compared to a castle in 1919. It was owned by Don Jacinto Valenzuela, also known as Don Intong, who was the municipal mayor of the town from 1926 to 1929. Next is Muscovado Chimney, a panucha factory owned by Don Gregorio Lim, built in Barangay Hasaan, Santa Cruz, Laguna in 1888. Another one is the Community Fish Landing Center or the CFLC. It is located at Sitio Bayside 1, Barangay Gatid, Santa Cruz, Laguna. The Gatid Fish Park is a place to enjoy the beautiful scenery of Laguna de Bay and its relaxing waves. This place is becoming popular now, with many people visiting to enjoy the many food carts in the area.
Wat Chi Monument. The guerrilla Wat Chi, or Philippine-Chinese anti-Japanese guerrilla force, fought with the Prussian rebels to invade the town of Santa Cruz, Laguna on January 26, 1945. With the help of the guerrilla militants and hunters, the ROTC successfully overthrew the military leadership of the rebels in this battle. This battle heavily recognized the guerrillas for their part in liberation during World War II. Mabini Elevated Water Tank, a water system originally constructed in 1920, with one well as main source and an elevated concrete reservoir, called the Elbow Water System. Campo Siano Rizal Park, revolutionary elder brother of Jose Rizal, born in Calamba, Laguna, on March 9, 1851, helped raise funds for the propaganda movement by subscribing to the River newspaper on 1897.
General Agueda, Kahabagan Monument. General Agueda Kahabagan was the first and only woman general in the armed force of the Katipunan. General Pio del Pilar recommended that she be granted the honorary title of the Generala in March 1899. She was listed as the only woman in the roster of the generals of the Army of the Filipino Republic.
Alipit Hanging Bridge. For many years, the Alipit River and Hanging Bridge have connected Barangay Alipit to other barangays in Santa Cruz. This 30-meter long, 1-meter wide bridge is built of large ropes, supported by braided cable wires and carpeted with flat wood. The proposed renovation will alleviate the apprehension of residents who frequently cross the bridge.
Nineve Art Space, home of contemporary arts, the first and the only art gallery in Santa Cruz, Laguna, and the largest in the province, which is owned by the art patron Luis Miguel Luwag Sevilla, or you can call him Sir Louis. It is situated in Villa Silangan Subdivision, Barangay San Pablo Sur. It started as an experimental space for one-man show in November 2003 and has evolved into 7 gallery spaces for changing exhibits and a museum of its permanent collection.
Emilio Jacinto Shrine, place where Emilio Jacinto, who died in April 16, 1899, was buried. He led a battle of the people in Santa Cruz and established a secret headquarters in Barangay San Juan. Emilio Jacinto fell ill with malaria, which caused his death on April 16, 1899, which is where the Emilio Jacinto Shrine now stands.
Rizal Monument. The monument is an outstanding replica of our national hero shining brilliantly in the splendor of the sparkling sun. Has always been honored by the townsfolk. A symbol portraying the richness of our history magnificently looking over the town's kaleidoscope at a height approximately 30 feet above the street level. And for our final tourist attraction, we present the ROTC Hunters Monument. ROTC Hunters Monument, founded by Philippine Military Academy and Reserve Officers Training Corps Floods on January 15, 1942, in San Juan, Rizal, Santa Cruz, Pila, Calauan. Laguna was called the Lapu-Lapu sector in 1965. As a result of more recruits joining the Hunters unit in Laguna, the 45 Regiment was formed. This marks the end of our video presentation about Santa Cruz, Laguna. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope that you have gained new knowledge and appreciation for the culture, history, and beauty of our town. Once again, we are the group assigned to Santa Cruz from BSHM 1C together with our classmates. Thank you for your time and support.